So welcome to the first video in detail that will explain you in an episode of tutorials how the EinScan LIBRE works. And actually I was just planning already since a long time to make these videos, but unfortunately things are not always plannable and it took me some time to come to this point. Why the LIBRE is so different, or what is, let's say, the special thing about it. It's hard to think about where to start at, because actually there are so many things that had never been realized before in any kind of the concepts and scanners that it's really hard to say what is the most impressive, let's say, features on the scanner. But maybe we are going to start at some of the specs to go deeper into the function, because they are quite of, let's say, important character. What is special about the specs of the LIBRE? Okay, you can see we have here a bunch of cameras. We can see already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras. And what is really special about the cameras and the concept, what is really one of the important things of all-in-one scanners, is that you have here inside a computation unit that's really having the power to work with a up-to-date scanner, a cable scanner, easily. And the great thing is you don't have the bottleneck of the USB cable. Actually, people don't believe how many data this guy is creating, and with a USB cable it would simply not be possible to transfer it to your PC in real time. And why there is so many data? You would say, yeah, there is just 5 megapixel cameras on the scanner, but 5 megapixels is far more than all the other scanners had, and they had just 2 of them. So let's think about the UE Pro, for example. It was something really new in the market, that there had been over 3 megapixels. And why is 5 megapixels something so special? You will say to me, yes, but we have today smartphones that have 48 megapixels or whatever, high resolutions. Yeah, but this is high frequency cameras. These cameras, they need to capture a lot of frames in very, very short time. And why it's like that? It's just because of your handheld moving situation, that you don't have a lineup and a setup of the scanning scene that is like really fixed, or that is like really stable. So you are having a video problem. If we are take an analogy into the 2D area, we have a video problem actually in this case. And this is where actually the borders are pushed a lot further right now, like they had been in the past, because functions that are really vitally supported by the frequency of the camera, like tracking with texture or geometrical tracking, they will really work much better. As you will see one day, you will have to test it if you didn't already. So we have a lot of more capturing information that we can get from different angles as well. You might have really seen that these cameras are not just in one line. They have a multi-dimensional orientation, and that makes it possible to capture in the same time various angles of the same objects and be able to create an image. We will see that in a scanning example that I will do during our, let's say, tutorial episodes. And this means you don't necessarily need a single line. It can be favorable, but it's let's say possible to scan a lot of angles without any additional effort. Another thing is like a lot of laser lines. There is like in the blue laser lines about 100 laser lines that are captured the same time, and this is like it is like realized just in the Trio was like the first scanner that had that many laser lines and such a capturing area, because in a light cutting, let's say, scanning device, the image is captured where the laser beam or the laser line is cutting the surface. Actually, it's not like in white light scanning or projections where you can capture a bigger area at once. Actually, in the laser scanning, the amount of laser lines will make the capturing a lot more fluent and much faster overall. And this is realized all in one with a PC in it, additionally for a better price than in the Trio. So what to say, I think this is really something to be lined out, and it's really some, let's say, point of let's say showing the force and power of the development in Shining in this moment. And I'm really proud that we could, I think, have supported some of the developments in the way how we were collaborating, and we hope that this is going on because this secures as well our business, and it's important to have something to offer to the market, because in these days a lot of new competitors are entering into the market and we have to keep them in distance. Next about the specs is like this scanner is not just emitting blue laser lines as laser, there is an infrared laser as well. It's like infrared laser is not visible, and this is as well quite new. The infrared lasers, they are, let's say, having a bigger concentration of infrared light, not projecting the whole area like it had been before, and this gives you as well a broader range of capture possible areas that you can capture without the blue line lasers. That means there are some more black and shiny glossy borders that you can push without switching to the blue line laser. In the infrared laser mode, you have like a bigger scanning area compared to the blue lines. They are called HD mode. It's as well like supported by a different distance, as you can switch in a bigger field of view in the infrared mode, but we will come to this in detail just about the specs. In this moment we have as well like the Jetsons, let's say, chip in it. I think that just the chip is about 2,000 euros, if I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong, you can write it in the comments. But I think I was reading some time ago that it's in this price range. You have a big touch screen with a panel that you can use for controlling the scanner. You can even run like editing functions really in a good way. There is a good implementation of the UI, really astonishing because there hadn't been anything before. The system is running some Android derivative with some Linux elements, and all the functions like in manipulating and maneuvering in the system is really flawless. I didn't find anything to complain about. You have a really good connectivity. You have inside here a LAN connector for cable LAN that makes the transfers much faster to your PC or network. You can use a new Wi-Fi 6 antenna that's in there to transfer it as well over Wi-Fi if you prefer that. And last but not least, you have here USB-C and a normal USB connection that you can use for transfer or to your PC, or you can transfer the data directly from the scanner to a hard external or some USB stick. There is like a changeable battery. It can be recharged in very short time. There is 2 batteries included in the delivery of the scanner, and I think I scanned with 1 battery a bit above 1 hour already. It depends a little bit on what you're running as functions in the scanning. If you want to mesh on the device, yes, it's possible. You don't have to do that on the computer anymore, but I would, for let's say very advanced projects, I would rather do that on the PC still, because I want to continue to use it there as well. It depends if you have the time to wait for the transfers and so on. The editing as well is still, I think, better on the very good working software for the PC that is like working together with the scanner. One of the very few things that I'm just missing in this moment would be a docking station, to be honest. I think it would be really cool if we would have some docking station to put the scanner beside your PC with a high-speed connection over LAN and recharging the same time. Don't do this like have to connect it over, let's say, some adapters or whatever. That would be great, but yeah, there's always place to grow in the future. I'm really sure that we will be surprised about the next launch and rework of the scanner and the concept itself. Okay, something as well I didn't mention. I don't want to skip that about the cameras. There is a 48 megapixels texture camera in the Libre, and it is really astonishing how good the color quality is as well. The post-processing of the color, like color normalization and so on, is really opening up some areas of augmented and virtual reality uses that we are already testing around on them. And it is like really on the border as well to open up a lot of new areas where you can work with a scanner very easily. Imagine how cool this is, going to a museum, not taking any PC, nothing with you, just switch on your scanner and do your scan and take it home and make some, let's say, models, art expositions in AR, VR. It's really close to a point where the quality is really good enough to directly use it, what have never been realized so far. Enough about the specs. There will be some details I will enter into a bit more later on, but I don't want to stress too much time on it. Right now we will start right out with the calibration of the scanner. It's a bit different setup and menu as you know it from other cable-based scanners that have been out before, but it is not really difficult or something you will struggle too much with. And thanks to the possibility to stream the Libre, we will be able to follow as well the steps on the scanner and how the visualization is done. And see you in the calibration.